The UK is an interesting market. Just explain the basics, why, and what's going to happen.
So we've been getting incredible traction in the US.
We just gave the numbers.
Yeah, we're the most watched free TV service in the US now. And what we're finding is that audiences, particularly cord cutters and cord nevers, they want to watch content for free. They don't mind watching ads in return, and they want a large collection of diverse...
What was the second term? Sorry, cord cutter and...
Cord nevers.
I've not heard that.
Oh, I think it's almost 25%.
Like Gen Alpha, Gen Z.
Yeah, of audiences that just,
Okay.
it's not that they originally were subscribing to cable and stopped, it's that they never did to begin with.
Okay, sorry.
And what we're finding is that Tubi has this incredible formula. We're free for consumers. We have the world's largest collection of movies and TV shows, and it's resonating with audiences. And we believe we can bring that same value proposition to UK audiences. We've done the same in Canada. We're doing the same in Latin America. Really, it's a global opportunity, and that's what we're looking to pursue.
How does the content therefore evolve? Because
Question.
do you therefore have originals made by the UK, in the UK, for the UK audience, or are they very much a global demand stream?
So Tubi has been able to successfully do a couple different things. One, we license and acquire content from really everyone. So we have this very vast selection of opportunities and shows. We also have invested in originals. We have hundreds of originals. Nearly 1 in 4 Tubi viewers in the US watches an original. And so we will absolutely look to have
1 in 4 watches one of your
content.
originals?
A Tubi original. A Tubi original. And what's really interesting about Tubi originals is they don't tend to be these big budget originals that you might see on other streamers. What we often do is we will listen to what is resonating on our platform, what our fans love, and then we'll go and look to acquire or produce content that really reflects something that they can't find anywhere else.
We should probably talk about the Fox element of this. A lot of people are surprised by that. I think we were partly, how does that work? And I'm assuming that underpinning all of that is that if it's free for the consumer, it's advertising. That you got to make some money, right?
Yeah, so we only make money through advertising, which we think really aligns incentives because we only make money if our viewers are engaged, if they're actually watching content. Tubi is owned by Fox. It was acquired several years ago. It's actually started in Silicon Valley over 10 years ago.
Cool.
Really interesting, Tubi started as an ad tech startup and then pivoted over time to be a consumer streaming service. And what that means is our DNA is very, very rich in using technology and data to personalize and offer a delightful experience. It's something I've been really impressed by, and I think it's a big differentiator right now because audiences also, they don't want barriers, they don't want friction, they want TV to feel fun again.
So you raise a really good point on the technology. In our household, at least, I have a Roku TV and I have a Samsung Smart TV. On the Roku TV, it's an app-based system. On the Smart TV, I can search for a specific show that I want to watch, and it might tell me that the only place I can find it is Tubi. But my goodness, have I got options? And I'll be honest, my wife said to me the other day, I didn't know we had Tubi, and I said, neither did I. And that you must kind of recognize that a little bit.
Absolutely. I think there's a paradox of choice, and I think we in the streaming ecosystem haven't yet really made it as easy for viewers as we need to. Tubi's approach is to be ubiquitous. So we are present and available and accessible to consumers across over 30 devices, every surface and screen that we can be on. And to your point, having that really large library means that we're often discoverable because we're the place you can watch that content you're looking for free. And I think you're just going to see us continue to do more and more to just remove barriers and make that experience easier and better.
So your market share keeps on going up. I mean, you might not have been aware or using it, but 1.8% of the market is yours. Yeah. You're only just behind Peacock and Hulu. When are you going to eclipse them?
Well, honestly, we are very focused on playing one game and one game only, and that is being free, frictionless entertainment for consumers. But what I will say is we are doubling down on the strategy. We believe it's working. We think the tailwind's in our favor, and it's on us to continue to deliver.
Where does live sports fit into your strategy?
We are not investing in premium live sports rights. That's very expensive, and our belief is that's not going to really work on a free ad-supported model the way it does in other models. But what you will see us do is partner with Fox Sports in particular to really tell stories in and around the culture of sports. An example is this week we announced a talk show with Deion Sanders, Coach Prime.
Right.
You'll also see us do a purple carpet sort of pregame show before the Super Bowl this year that kind of talks about fashion and celebrity culture around the game, and we'll continue to experiment there. But what we see particularly among younger viewers, Gen Z, is that they're very interested in stories and culture around sports almost as much as the live game itself.
Yeah.
Very briefly, do you want an Oscar? Do you want to like have an original, make a big bang?
I want to produce content that delights our viewers, and I would say we care a lot more about that. Engagement is our currency, probably above awards or anything else.